After a disappointing end to their season last year and the loss to TCU in the college football playoff, Michigan football was excited to have Jim Harbaugh return from a suspension. Suspended for the first 3 games of the regular season over basically recruiting violations, supposedly paying, $15-20 for a hamburger for some recruit while I was on campus and not reporting that to the NCAA. Pretty wild thing to suspend somebody 3 games over, in a lot of people's opinion, especially with all the NIL stuff going on now. But nonetheless, Michigan is 7-0 right now, looking to get in the heart of their schedule with their coach Jim Harbaugh back on the sidelines. Well, unfortunately, it looks like if the Big Ten and the NCAA investigation goes the way some people think it will, Jim Harbaugh might not be on the sidelines for much longer, because a big story has broken over the last few hours in college football. Jim Harbaugh and Michigan football being investigated by NCAA over alleged sign stealing. Now, one of the interesting things in this entire situation is that sign stealing in and of itself is not a violation. Only certain types of it. Say if you intercepted communications electronically to determine, this is the play they're going to run, try to get it out, try to communicate that. But if you just happen through, in the course of your research and things like this, realize that, hey, when the quarterback pats his head, that means this guy's going to run a slant. Or when the guy in the sidelines waves his arms this way, that means they're going to do this formation and run this type of play. All of that is fair game and has been fair game for a long time. But if you say, send a couple people undercover to a practice to try to spy and learn signs during walkthroughs, things like that, those are the types of things that it looks like Michigan is being alleged to have done right now, all under the supervision and leadership of Coach Jim Harbaugh. Let's get into this thing. The Michigan football program is under investigation after allegations of sign stealing, per Dan Wetzel and Ross Dellinger of Yahoo Sports. Specifically, the team is under scrutiny for potential violations of NCAA bylaw 11.6.1. Off-campus, in-person scouting of future opponents in the same season is prohibited, except as provided by these bylaws. The bylaw exceptions would not apply to Michigan in this case. Wetzel provided more information on Michigan's situation in particular. Teams are normally provided extensive video footage to scout opponents. At issue, according to sources, is whether Michigan used unnamed individuals to attend games of both scheduled opponents and possible college football playoff opponents in an effort to gather information on the signs they use to call both offensive and defensive plays. Sign stealing is not technically prohibited and has long been a part of the game. Scouting opponents in person has been prohibited since 1994. Whether the NCAA believes Michigan was using staffers or others who may be loyal to the program is also unknown. So too is whether information was detailed via video or some other means, or if head coach Jim Harbaugh is involved. The Big Ten later confirmed Michigan was being investigated in a statement. So certainly a lot of questions going on right now. One, what exactly happened? What exact type of sign stealing occurred? And was it at the supervision or direction of Jim Harbaugh? Is he going to say he had nothing to do with it or had no idea? Obviously, the past 2 years have been very successful for Jim Harbaugh in this Michigan program. The first 2 times he's beat Ohio State in his tenure there have come over the past 2 years. I'm sure people are going to jump on this opportunity and say, hey, well, is it really a surprise you started winning big games if they're actually stealing signs from people? It's way too early to know if there's any validity to this, how much teeth this thing actually has, and who was involved in what way, shape, or form. This is going to be a massive story, though, in college football. People already digging up old quotes from Jim Harbaugh, like this is from 2013. If you cheat to win, then you've already lost. 49ers head coach Jim Harbaugh yesterday. Freezing Cold Takes was very, very quick to find that and repost that. We'll see what happens. I'm sure they didn't like the fact he was already suspended 3 games beginning of the year. Who knows what this might lead to, but a massive potential cheating scandal in college football directly involving the Michigan Wolverines. What do you guys think about this? Too early to know too many facts. All we have to go on are these reports, which still, to be fair, are a little bit light in terms of details. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.